Hey guys, it's Magic Gaming here, bringing you a quick update video. Pretty much a lot of bad stuff, I'd say, has been happening on Epic Cloud Prison. So I was peacefully unfilling my chest one day, and boom, the chat says, "I've taken your money away, suck it." It didn't say that, but pretty much everybody lost their money, and I was probably the biggest one to be upset because I lost 800 bill. I mean, it's just a game, but I spent a lot of time getting that money. You may not think so, but I've been on this server like a lot. Like, you don't even know. Pretty much then everybody got 404 trillion, and they started ranking up like mad unfairly, which I didn't think was good. Even I ranked up, and I went to P2M before everybody's money was taken away by the owners, which was good. But it sucks because the server is not doing too well right now. Pretty much because, hold on. Okay. Pretty much because, everything's like screwed up. Everybody's the wrong ranks that they're not supposed to be, and it sucks. It honestly sucks. But I've been thinking for a while about this, and I finally got a way to get my thoughts out. I posted a thread on the Epic Cloud forums explaining my experience and what I think this server can do to become even better. This server, I don't know what about it, but I play on it every day and I never get bored. It's so much fun, and I can play it all day. Also, I started school today, so if this uploads a little bit late, that's why. But pretty much, I'm going to be showing you guys what I did to express my experiences and what I think should be done to the server to make it amazing at its full potential. So I wrote a thread here, and I'm gonna read through it. Don't worry, it looks long, but I'll explain everything. So, prescript. I am in no way criticizing Supermax Prison. I literally play on it every day, and I enjoy doing so. I am just giving some helpful suggestions that I hope everybody can agree with. Please give me your feedback. What I mean by I'm not criticizing, some of the things I say are a little like you think that they were mean, but they're really like not. Like, they're meant to help out the server. You'll see what I mean. Okay. Oh my lord, Andre, stop messaging me. Okay. Hi, I'm Altoid10, a player that plays on Epic Cloud Supermax Prison every day for many hours. I enjoy the whole aspect of prison, and your server is so much fun to play on, like I said. Whenever I go on another server, such as the Archon or Mindplex, there's always one or two mods that are making sure that there's no problems, unlike Supermax. And those mods are making sure that no one is causing trouble, like making sure there's no hackers, no people spamming, or anything like that. Unfortunately, when I log on to Supermax, there seems to always be a fight going on in the chat, like people cursing at each other, calling each other hackers or something. Or like just making you like a little bit annoyed, like I don't want to deal with this stupid chat. Then when you try to fight back, it's all annoying, and it makes everybody's playing experience a bit stressful, including me, because I hate when fights go on in chat. I'm like, guys, just stop, it's annoying. But they don't, and there's no mods on to control them or mute anybody or kick anybody or give anyone some consequences, and that is a reason why I'm writing this. There needs to be some new rules taking place. There has also been about 4 or 5 resets from this time I started playing, which is unlike any other servers that I've played on. Pretty much, I've been playing on Supermax for a very long time. Generic B introduced me to the server. You should check out his channel. But he stopped making a series, probably because the server was so, like, unorderly. But there's been, like, 4 or 5 resets, and the reason that they're reset is either because it's been a long time, or there's been a problem. Like, hacked in items, or some donor issues or something. And when I log on to like the Archon, there's been like one prison reset that I know of, and that's good. But on Epic Cloud, I like resets, I like fresh starts, but 4 or 5, that's a bit much. I'm thinking like 2 is like good for the amount of time I've been playing on this. Okay, next sentence. Speaking of the chat, whenever I log on to another server, the chat is peaceful. There's no people spamming the chat. There's no people talking in all caps. There's no foul or inappropriate language being said in the chat, because there's always a mod on to say, hey, next time you say something like that, I'm gonna have to get you banned or get you muted. But it's a different story when you log on to Supermax prison. Because there's always people spamming the chat using caps. I use caps for my, advertisement, but that's because you're allowed to use caps. I don't say foul language. I try not to. I don't say anything inappropriate. So, okay, next sentence. And even for older players, wait. Okay, wrong sentence. I believe that every player should have a great playing experience on their server. And that pretty much means I want every player to be able to play without having the hassle or the stress of other players, like, hating on them, or hurting their feelings, or stealing from them, or scamming them. I also think that scamming should be against the rules. And next sentence. Unfortunately, younger players have to deal with such inappropriate / foul language. A lot of people curse in the chat every day. And there may be 10 or 8 or 6-year-olds, probably not 6-year-olds, but 7 and up year olds playing in the chat, and then now they're being exposed to such foul language, which is, in my opinion, not good at all. So, there needs to be mods on for that, in my opinion. And even for older players like myself, it makes playing a lot more stressful, like seeing fights in the chat. It really gets on my nerves. I want to try to stop it, but I know that I can't. I don't have any higher authority over other players, so I can't mute them. I could, of course, ignore them, but what about if they talk about me or ask me a question? I won't be able to see them. That's a little bit annoying. But Epic Cloud has so many great opportunities to become even greater. I have been playing on Supermax for a while, and usually if I play on a server for as long as I have on Supermax, I get bored of it. But with Supermax, there's so many options. I just found out about a creative server. There's going to be a townie server on it, and Supermax in general. There's so much you could do. Scamming's allowed. I don't do it. But that's a whole, new aspect of the game. You could get a good reputation by being nice or trying to scam people to death. Which, that's pretty cool. That's different, I'd say. And I also believe that no player should have to turn off their chat to play on such a great server. Because if you're younger, you might not want to see these curse words, and you might turn off your chat. Which you shouldn't have to do, because then you can't type commands in really easily or advertise or anything like that. So your server has so many great opportunities to become even greater. I'm going to explain my suggestions, but of course I have no say. It's all up to the owners if they actually read my suggestions and take them into note. First of all, I know by experience that there have been many owners and mods and helpers, but some aren't as active, such as JSF. I've seen Monkey talk about JSF, sort of in a mean or bad way. I'm not hating on Monkey. Monkey's been pretty good to the server, but I have a feeling that JSF still has access to commands or the server console, and he might have been the one behind taking everybody's money. Of course, I have no idea. If it wasn't JSF, I am so sorry. But if a mod or something, you sort of don't trust them, I would say they get an instant demotion and lose all the access to server commands that can only be used by higher authorities like the owners or the good mods or the good helpers. Secondly, there should be strict rules against spamming the chat. So even if you're advertising, only advertise maybe once every 20 seconds so the chat's all clear and everything. No using caps, so you could advertise without caps, obviously. It's very easy. In my opinion, it's a lot easier to read. And no foul language, so no cursing or anything to make a better experience for instance, the younger players on the server. And there should be a constant mod or helper watching the chat at all time, warning people like, spam the chat one more time and I'll mute you or I'll ban you or something. And there should be mods and helpers watching the PvP arenas for hackers/cheaters, because there are a lot of hackers, like a lot of them on Supermax, and I have caught some myself, but there needs to be some mods or helpers on to help clear all that PvP stuff up. And thirdly, there needs to be mods checking the forums for ban appeals, mod applications, etc. Like, I recently posted a thread of a hacker. I linked my video to it. It's an unlisted video, so you need the link. You could go on the forums and check it out. KitchyBoy2002 was hacking clearly, and I don't know if any modders see it and ban him or give him any consequences for ruining the playing experience for any other players. But there needs to be constant mods or owners checking all the applications or appeals or all the problems that are going on with the server. It's an essential thing if you want to keep the server in order. I think getting some new mature mods would greatly benefit all players that play on Supermax Prison. That means don't just give your friend the co-owner rank. Like, they need to own up to what they get. Like, they need to deserve that, and you need to know that they'll be good and they'll benefit being an owner on your server. Where was I? I think getting some new mature mods would greatly benefit all players that play on Supermax Prison. And I think that some of these rules taking place on Supermax will be a fun, enjoyable server for all players. So if any of these rules, any new mods, any new strict rules go into place, I think Supermax will be stinking fun. I do a series on there myself, if you haven't seen it. And I enjoy playing it a lot, but there's often a lot of problems and stuff like that. Alright, and last sentence. P.S. I myself am very capable of helping your server. Whether that means I'm a mod or a helper, I'm willing to help. I don't have to be a mod or a helper. I mean, I'd like it. It would be a pretty cool experience. I don't have to be. I'm just willing to help the server.
Hello?
Oh, Trevor. Oh, jeez. I'm willing to help the server in any way that I possibly need. And I said I will explain this more in depth in a video. Thank you for reading Altoid 10. So if you see this video, or read my thread, any owners/mods, please share it with the other players on Supermax Prison so they could reply to me with their opinions, like the thread, view it. Make sure that this thread gets seen by the owners, so that they can have my opinion on their server and my suggestions for their server. They don't have to use my suggestions, but I'd really appreciate it if they could read this. It took me a lot of time to think about and write. And I've just come home from school, first day, a little bit stressful and stuff, and I don't want to go on a stressful server, you know. So, thank you for watching this video. If you did, I greatly appreciate it. Go check out my, forum thread. Link is in the description. Anyway, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this little talky episode of Epic Cloud Prison, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.